All right, let's get to the last game of the night. A battle between two Northwest Division teams, the Minnesota Timberwolves. They are going to be in the Mile High City to take on the Denver Nuggets. Right now, this line sitting at 4.5 in favor of the home team, the Denver Nuggets, total of 237.5. For the home team, pretty healthy squad, of course. No Aaron Gordon, but Jokic, Jamal Murray, and the supporting role players will be out there. Keep an eye on Peyton Watson. If he's able to go in this game, currently dealing with a contusion, and he's listed as questionable for the Denver Nuggets. Of course, they also been without Christian Braun. But again, Jokic, Murray are definitely going to be out there for the Denver Nuggets. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, again, another team that's relatively healthy. We talked about this team potentially looking to add another guard next to Anthony Edwards there. We'll keep our eyes and ears open for that. But Jaden Daniels is dealing with an oblique contusion. He's right now going to be out for this Christmas Day game. Mike Conley, the status is still up in the air for him. He's dealing with an Achilles injury. And those are the two significant players for the Minnesota Timberwolves side of things here, Mac. But another great matchup here to close out the night on Christmas Day in the NBA. Nuggets laying 4.5 against their division rival. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Lean to the Nuggets. My power ratings, even with the Aaron Gordon injury, make it Nuggets by 6. The recent history would say the Timberwolves have some sort of strategic advantage, though. I think that might be less and less the case as Rudy Gobert gets up there in age, and Randall isn't exactly the size. Might be the same athleticism of a cat. But the last 3 years, what is it? 4-10 ATS, the Nuggets versus the Timberwolves. So maybe it makes sense that it's slightly off my power rating, so it's probably a pass for me. On the side, the total seems very high.
Yeah.
237.5. I know the Nuggets the last 30 days have the fifth worst defense in the league, but they kind of woke up a little bit recently, 12th over the last 2 weeks. So they lost Aaron Gordon, forgot how to play defense, and then they were reminded, and now I think maybe a little high on the 236.5.
Yeah, talking about defense on the Minnesota Timberwolves side of things, top 10 both in the last 10 games and also in the last 5 games. So they've been priding themselves on the defensive side of the basketball. As far as pace goes, it's really tricky, especially with the Denver Nuggets, right? I think that sometimes it's matchup based for them. But typically when we saw them under Mike Malone, that they wanted to play at a faster pace. But I think they obviously you mentioned the numbers that they've been a very, very efficient offense, especially when you have the Joker out there. But over the last 10 games, when we talk about pace, um, Minnesota right in the middle of the pack, they're at number 17. Denver, on the other hand, is where's the Denver Nuggets? Denver. Yeah, right there. So they're 17th and 18th as far as pace goes. For these two teams. I was looking to take the Minnesota Timberwolves here as a lean at, or I do lean towards Minnesota. I mean, anytime these two teams to get together, Anthony Edwards gets up for it, but it's also a division matchup as well, right? And I think that you take a look at the last several matchups between these two teams. It's either that Minnesota wins in a close game or it's Denver in a blowout. The last two meetings, Denver has won both by double digits, at least this season, 127 to 114, and then 123, 112. So maybe they figure something out, have
Yep.
the Denver Nuggets against this Minnesota Timberwolves team, and they're attacking them on the defensive side in different ways. But at least in the last 3 games, they've been able to put up at least 123 points against this Minnesota Timberwolves team there. So lean towards the Timberwolves. Don't love it, but I agree with you on the total there under to close out the night. Right now, sitting at 237.5 over on DraftKings. Anything else for Wolves and Denver Nuggets?
That's funny. I think I made a better argument for the Timberwolves, and you made a better argument for the Nuggets. But we lean. I guess that's why we're not betting those bets. But we do have best bets for you. But how are people going to learn about the great stuff at pregame.com if we already gave them the best bets? How does this work?
Well, look, it's the holiday season, right, Mac? And you're going to
It
be putting
will
out
be
your
will.
best bets. And we're going to run back the same promo that we had last week for our loyal listeners. And look, if you spend $50 right now over on pregame.com, you'll get 100 bulk dollars to use however you like. And you can use that the next day. You can use it over the weekend. You could save it, for next season if you want. If you want to wait for March Madness, the NBA Finals, the NBA Playoffs, whatever your heart desires. So it's 100% bonus on your money. And like I mentioned, you can spend it any way you want. It's a limited time special. And it's doubling your buying power with only a small commitment. And it's an easy way to do it from your favorite pregame pros over at pregame.com. And the one thing I love about it, Mac, you had mentioned this, is they never expire through the bulk dollars. And also they're available right away when you use this promo. So how do you get it? All you got to do is go to pregame.com and look for the 50 gives you 100 bulk dollars. Again, spin it any way you want. It's 100% bonus almost any way. Requires no big money. It's 50 bucks. So that, you double your investment pretty much right there. And also right now, the holiday weekend all access available right now for $99. So look, use that 100 bulk dollars on that if you want. Immediate access, then get every pick in every sport from your favorite pregame pro. And again, like I mentioned, it's a really great offer over there at pregame.com. So just to clarify on how to get it, pregame.com, click on buy picks and add 50 gets you 100 bulk dollars package to your shopping cart. And your bulk dollars become available immediately after your purchase. Your bulk dollars spend just like cash and it's waiting for you in your shopping cart to be applied to any and all purchases, whether it's the next day, whether it's in the future, however you want to use it. We're not going to dictate how you use your bulk dollars. But again, one of the better promos that do come around at pregame.com. So do not waste it. The year's almost over. You probably need to recover. Your credit card bill's a little bit heavy. You lost some cash in your account buying presents for your loved ones. This is a great way to recoup that money. Make sure you guys get over there, pregame.com, and use that promo